Howdy, howdy guys, this is Echo65. And so yeah, yesterday I put up a video with a bunch of infected MOABs talking about where the fun went in Call of Duty and how fun's kind of dwindled down a little bit. And I mentioned, like, cheap tactics and, map design and spawn trapping, and there was a comment, and it said, that I wouldn't, it doesn't seem like I'd be the kind of guy to complain about spawn trapping. And yes, I've taken advantage, of rushing a spawn or maybe spawn trapping for, a couple of sniper clips perhaps, it does lend itself to that. But, when I read that comment, it's like, you wouldn't think I would complain about it. And yes, it does lead to getting clips and such, but in the end, it's not really good for the game, for Call of Duty in general. And the reason for that is because over time, it just takes away and reduces the dynamic nature of the multiplayer. I have a friend who's always bugging me, always like, I don't want to say he's whining, but he's always like making fun of me because I have so many games, single-player games in my backlog that I never get to because I'm always playing Call of Duty. And he always asks me, like, how do you keep always playing Call of Duty? You've been playing that game for years, and you keep playing it. Like, doesn't it ever get boring? Like, it's, it's the same thing over and over again. You shoot guys. But, that's the thing. It's not the same. It's always different. Like, every game you go into, there's going to be, 12 or 18 players, and they're all probably going to have different play styles, different experiences, different skill sets with the game. And who knows, even with that, who knows, maybe they've had a bad day and they feel like getting on the game and just shooting rockets at people, like, RPG die, RPG die, RPG die, dead man's hand, and who knows, maybe they're going to come in the game, maybe they're going to camp, maybe they're going to be lame, maybe they're going to rush and just say, screw it, you never know, it's so dynamic, and on top of that, maybe he's going to spawn over here, maybe this guy's going to spawn here next to him, and they're going to fight, and then a third guy's going to come, and then it's always going to be different. But with spawn trapping, the whole dynamic nature just goes to nothing. It's the same thing over and over and over and over again. Like on Black Ops, like the main example I think of is in Black Ops, and as much as I loved Jungle Domination, such a great map, after a certain time, everybody, well, at least the people, the circles I run and play Black Ops with, after a certain amount of time, everybody knows, like, all right, take C, take B, and they're just going to be back at A for the rest of the game, and they're likely going to give up in camp and head glitch. But hey, we won, just defend B from there, maybe go over to the little swamp and kill them there if they try going that way. And it was the same thing over and over and over and over again. The only variation upon that is when you had a little bit of a struggle to get to that setup where you had C and B and we're trying to get them back to A. And I played Jungle Domination a lot. Every time it popped up, I voted for it. So I must have played that certain map game type, hundreds of times. And like eventually, everybody got the fact that that's what you want to do, and that's what the game turns into, is let's spawn trap them a day. And I see it now, like, there's, millions of people playing Modern Warfare 3 now, and on Interchange, on Domination, even the casual players, like, get it, people that are rocking like 0.3s, like, hey, the enemy team is back at the A flag on the other side of the tunnel of death. I should just sit here and wait for him to come to me. And then that's that game. Like, obviously there's ways out of that, Interchange, like, always personally makes me mad because you don't have to go through that tunnel and you don't have to go through the other way towards the middle. You just go around the map, and it's pretty simple to get out of it. But people will just fall into, like, well, I guess I'm just going to sit here and try to defend myself and let them spawn trap me. But yeah, since I didn't do a very good job of explaining myself yesterday, I wanted to say today, that's why I don't really care for the idea of spawn trapping, because, number one, it's lame, it doesn't take any skill, And two, it just turns the game into the same scenario over and over and over again. It makes the game much more boring, and it's not good for the series. But I'm sure it'll come up again sometime in the near future. Yeah, I wanted to say really quick before the video ends, I'm gonna start doing, like, in order to, like, actually make myself put out videos a little bit more often, I want to, like, start a somewhat of a schedule, and I think I'm gonna go with, let's see, today is Thursday coming up, I'm gonna go with Saturday. Saturdays, I'm gonna start doing a thing, I don't know if I'm gonna call it by request, but basically, it's gonna be a, gameplay decided by you and a commentary topic decided by you. First one, I'm gonna make it easy on myself. I'm just gonna go with my favorite Call of Duty map, and I'm not sure about the gameplay, either the Sniper MOAB I've been holding on to, or I don't know, I guess I'll go a MOAB on Black Box. Let me know in the comments which one you guys want to see, and I'll see you there. This has been Echo65. Bye-bye!